Well, it's not as hot as it was yesterday, but it's still hot. And my shirt I got from Diana Zell. The magazine was from Diane C. The shirt was from Diana Zell. But it was another hot one. Denise called. She says, it's 73. I said, you told me yesterday it was 70, so I'm not listening to you.
It was a hot one.
It wasn't so bad today. It was hot.
I'm sweating, and so are you. So, it was hot.
We'd like to get a good sweat on.
I do, actually.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Where?
To pick her up.
Oh, we stopped by to see Sophia and Christy. And there's Jim.
Did you see my new truck?
There's Christy.
Yeah.
We're showing off Jim's new truck. Well, hello. Good evening. I can't even say good morning because it's late. It's after 8 o'clock at night. I could have fooled you and showed you the clock and told you it was 8 o'clock in the morning, but no, it's not. It's 8 o'clock at night. But we have an anniversary today. Today is Diane Evans' birth anniversary. She didn't tell me what her other significant other's name is. She'll have to let them know that the song is for the both of them. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Hope you have a great day. As you can see, I stopped by Christy's house because we have finally completed the chore of finding a truck. We found one late last night. Well, actually, we saw this one, I think it was on Friday when Jim was hoping that the car was going to be totaled. We saw this truck, and then we went and looked at we ended up getting a Ford F-150 4x4, whatever that means. But he saw this truck and he really liked it, and so then we went on Monday. We went to the Chevy dealer, and I told you they weren't really that interested. I didn't think in trying to sell us a car. And then their interest was 5%. So then on Tuesday we went back to the Ford dealer again, and we test drove another car, which was a burgundy one. We ended up got a silver one, is what he ended up. It's the same color as my car. So he ended up getting that, and then looking at that rather, and we test drove that, and he liked that, but it was a little out of our price range. And so on Wednesday, or was it Tuesday? Yeah, my days are all getting mixed up because we've been looking at so many darn trucks. Tuesday we went to the Chrysler dealer. That was it. Tuesday we went to the Chrysler dealer. No, today's Tuesday. No, today's Wednesday. There's a whole whirlwind. Trust me, we've been to dealers. We've been to this, well, this particular Ford dealer, today was the 5th time we were there. So we went and saw it last night. He saw this truck that he's been kind of having an eye looking at, and it's a 2019. I think it had, because it's one of those ones that is from last year, but they didn't want it to see another birthday, but they have to have the service managers drive it for so many miles so that they can get some kind of a credit, although you still have the bumper-to-bumper coverage. It's like a brand new truck. I think it has like 2,000 miles on it. But they gave us an extra $2,500 off because it has 2,000 miles on it. So we decided on that one yesterday, and then we told them, because they weren't offering Sirius Radio, which I thought was odd. Usually you get Sirius Radio for free, but they weren't offering that. And the bed of the truck didn't have any liner in it. So we told them, if you throw in the liner and 6 months worth of Sirius Radio, you got yourself a deal. Because they really did get a good deal. And then my sister-in-law works at Ford, so we got her discount. And the fact that we had Fords before, we got a discount for that. And then we got a discount because we were returning customers. So we got a lot of discounts. And on top of it all, we got 0% interest. I thought, what more can I ask for but 0% interest? So that was good. So when Jim got home from work, well, we were waiting to go home from work, and we remembered at the very last minute, leave it to us, that we have to have it insured. So we had to call the insurance agent, and then we had to wait for the paperwork. That fly, I'm going to get that fly. It's driving me crazy. I don't know if you saw it, it keeps buzzing me. And I smell like a lily. I smell so pretty. I smell so pretty. You want to kiss me on the mouth. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so we had to wait for the insurance thing so that they could send it over to us because I didn't have the fax number for the Ford dealer. And so we had to print that off. And then we got there, and before we did all the paperwork, he said, well, you know, let's do a final inspection of the truck. Well, it's a good thing we did, because when they drove the truck out to bring it out to us, which was thankfully lucky that the way they parked, there was a great big bolt or screw stuck right in the tire, and they couldn't pull it out. And if he would have drove a little bit farther, it would have been on the bottom of the tire, and we would have known, we would have thought we drove on it. So we had to wait till they replaced the tire and put a brand new tire on there. And then we did all of the stuff, so we were forever and ever. So then we got out of there, and then Jim didn't know how to work any of the buttons and stuff, so we were going to show Christy anyhow, because Christy and Aaron are tech people as far as that goes. So we went over there, and Christy set up his phone and his Sirius, not a Sirius radio. What's that one he has? Oh, Pandora. And then set up his phone so that he could just voice activate it, and showed him how to work the navigation system and all that stuff. And then we went to Danny's house to show Danny. And so after that we got home, and I was so hungry, but made a healthy dinner. I had a corn on the cob with just a teaspoon of butter on it. I had a burger, one of those 90-10 burgers on a bun with some mustard and relish and an onion. And then a slice of Velveeta cheese, because you got to make it a cheeseburger. You can't eat a plain old hamburger. Ugh. You got to have cheese on it, make it a cheeseburger. And then what else did I have? Oh, I had a little bit of potatoes. And then Denise made some kind of Weight Watcher cupcake. That you, and I've seen it before, but I've never made it. Well, you make it with the angel food cake and the crushed pineapple, and then you have Cool Whip for frosting. And I think it's 4 points for a cupcake. But the recipe is supposed to make 24. And Gary is the one that made the cupcakes, her husband, and so he made 36 of them. So I had one, which is supposed to be 4 points. So I'm thinking it was so small it was probably only 2. But I'm going to count it as the 4 points. But it just hit the spot. It was just sweet enough. So anyway, I just wanted to do a quick check-in video. I promised you that I'd share another George story today. So many George stories. So many George stories I could have shared with you. But, okay, the day after the incident, if you watched my video yesterday, you'll know about the ladder. He was so mad at Jim for holding that ladder in the yard, but he would never say anything to Jim. He was always afraid of Jim. I don't know why. He was afraid of Jim. And, but he knew Jim worked midnights. And so what he would do was he would go and get this transistor radio. Remember transistor radios? It was like one of those bigger ones. Not the ones you carried on your shoulder. But, you know, it's a good sized little transistor radio. And he would turn it to just between 2 stations. So you would hear, and then you'd hear like some people talking and then other people talking in the song. Kind of like, I don't know if it still happens because so many people have like Sirius radio and they listen to their CDs and stuff like that. But like when you're leaving a certain part of the signal and you're losing the radio signal and you're almost picking up the signal from the next station and then the 2 are clashing, that's what it sounded like. He would turn it full blast. And he would wait until he knew that Jim was home. He must have been like scooping out, looking out the window. And then he would go put it underneath the bedroom window, but on his side of the fence, and turn it as loud as it would go. And he would leave it on all day long. All day long. And you couldn't call the police because he's not disturbing the peace because it's daytime. It was after 7 in the morning. And Jim went over there to complain to him, and he was afraid of Jim, and he says, oh, I won't do it again, I won't do it again. Well, he did it again the next day. He did it for like 3 days. Jim finally went over there, and I don't know what he said to him. He never put that radio under that window yet again. I know that Jim never touched him. I know that for a fact, because George is the type that would have called the police on him. But I think Jim threatened him enough to know, I have to sleep during the day. I'll get you, my little pretty, and your little dog, too. So anyway, you don't want to watch Wizard of Oz with my family. We have characters assigned to us, and we say the lines right along. Did you see that fly? I'm telling you. I'm just so distracted by that fly. You probably don't even notice him, but he's just driving me crazy. So anyway, yet another George story. Plenty more to come. Plenty more to come. We lived there for 10 years, and 8 of the years he was off his meds. So, but anyway, I'm going to end it there. I know I didn't really talk about anything. I'm just following my plan. I'm not stressing about my food. I'm just enjoying my week, and I'm just so relaxed. I'm just so relaxed. I did go for my walk this morning with Denise. It was a little hot. Not as hot as it was yesterday, but it was a little hot. And, oh, my pool is all cloudy because the humidity is so high, and you really got to really fight. I don't know if you have a pool. You really got to work at that when it's like high humidity with your pools. So I kind of doused it with a bunch of chemicals, so I couldn't really go in it today because I put so many chemicals in it. And anyway, I'm hoping that tomorrow it looks better, because I want to go in it tomorrow because it's supposed to be hot again tomorrow. I definitely want to go in it this weekend because we're supposed to be in the high 90s again. So anyway, that's it for now. I didn't really have a saying for you or anything. I'll try to figure something out to put at the end of the video, like a perk me up, pick me up, a little quote, because you know I love my quotes. But I don't think I have a beginning quote today. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, and share it if you think somebody might like to see it. So as always, stay safe.